WorkTop, a system for creating worktops. What is a worktop? The baseline computing environment that people encounter throughout their workflows. Some common examples include Visual Studio, which programmers use to perform nearly all tasks, domain-specific systems like Scrivener, which provides a binder, note cards, and other tools to facilitate writing novels, and the generic fallback of an operating system desktop like Windows. Unfortunately, many everyday tasks are poor matches for existing worktops. The common cycle of gathering and annotating documents among small workgroups and then presenting and publishing results requires coping with a variety of tools that collectively disrupt what should be a natural, fluid process. Our goal is to create a general worktop for academically-oriented workflow and also to reuse components to create presentation-oriented worktops like LADs, our system for exploring catalogs of large format artwork in museum settings. The generic worktop consists of a synergistic tool suite, including a rich set of document viewers, faceted search visualizations based on metadata analysis, pen and multi-touch input, fine-grained bidirectional hyperlinks, a multi-user shared document repository, publishing templates for creating new documents, an unbounded workspace that facilitates visual reasoning through panoramic layouts, and a tool to capture and resume workspaces. The LADS worktop was designed for use in a kiosk-like setting. Generic document and catalog viewers are arranged in a fixed, stylized display to facilitate a simple browsing workflow. In the general worktop, users can perform a standard faceted search over documents in the repository. The results are returned in a folder which, for large collections, shows a graph depicting an analysis of the most prominent metadata relationships. Node colors represent metadata type, and size how many documents share that value. Connection strength indicates how many documents share pairs of metadata values. Users are free to arrange nodes in 2D to help depict relationships they find interesting. By showing relationships between facets, users, for example, see not only that there are a lot of notes and documents tagged with Garibaldi, but also interesting storylines between facets. In this case, that there are no notes tagged with Garibaldi, which is surprising since he is the subject of the repository. Pivoting on Garibaldi allows users to focus on that subset of documents. By tearing off this subset, users can explore further with a category viewer that clusters documents into related facets and then generates subclusters within each facet. The user can override either categorization to view a different clustering. These clusters can be further probed to find tangential documents that weren't necessarily returned as part of the initial search. Docking any folder to the bottom opens a catalog viewer designed to facilitate browsing. Other views are possible, such as a timeline through an extensible API. Bidirectional fine-grained hyperlinks are a basic function in WorkTop. The user creates a region-anchored annotation by selecting a region, dropping it on the workspace, and choosing a hyperlink type, then adding their annotation. Two regions can be linked by selecting both and then dropping one over the other. All links function bidirectionally. A point anchor is created by dropping one document's link icon onto another. In this case, annotations can be synchronized to a video to appear automatically during playback. Annotations can also be tightly embedded into the coordinate system of other documents. Here, the handwritten document will transform along with the video. Embedded annotations can be dragged out as free-floating items. Structured metadata can also be added in the form of keywords selected from a list or typed in, or through a metadata editor, which allows key value pairs to be associated. The notion of a workspace of documents is a cornerstone of WorkTop. The workspace bar at the top bears some similarity to a taskbar. It allows the user to switch back and forth among a set of workspaces to resume their work just as they left it. Unlike the typical taskbar, workspaces are persistent documents themselves. Snapshots can be taken of workspaces to organize related sets of documents or to capture an important checkpoint of a user's progress. Clicking the camera icon next to the live thumbnail of the active workspace adds a new snapshot to the workspace's collection. These snapshots can be named and arranged and shared with other users. Resizing the bar can be used as a presentation mechanism for browsing among working sets of documents. Thumbnails can be dragged into a workspace where they appear as an encapsulated interactive workspace. This contained workspace can be linked like any other document. In this case, following the hyperlink triggers the target workspace to load.